An icon isn't born, an icon is shaped, carved through purpose, passion, and the unwavering resolve to persevere. The life of Pastor Joseph Olusegun Oyeyemi Babatunde serves as a true testament to these truths. True greatness, as it shows us, is not solely measured by worldly success, but by the deep, lasting impact one leaves on the hearts of many. An inspiring pastor, a philanthropist, and a cherished family man. He is a father, a husband, an uncle, a colleague, and a friend to many.
From Kwara Polytechnic, where we met in 1975, we went to the same university in Ibadan for 4 years that time. And we read the same course, economics. And I can tell you, it was actually one of the best in our class.
Pastor Babatunde's story began about 68 years ago. He grew up in the humble, noble town of Imode in Okero local government area of Kwara State, where his journey began. A journey that will lead him to become a trailblazer in Nigeria's banking sector.
He had a good career. When we were after the university, he went back to Lagos, and at the end of the day, he landed in the Bank of Industry, and he rose to become a general manager of the bank before he retired.
I met with my great pastor friend in the year 1983. When we attended the same university, he left before me. And you cannot believe that when I got the job with Bank of Agri, it was known as Nigeria Agri and Cooperative Bank, and I was posted to Wiri. He was in NIDB Aba. So we were exchanging visits every week. Very decent person. Honestly, that was how we met. And since then, I've never regretted meeting with him.
I met Mr. Joseph Babatunde, popularly known as Babs, about 31 years ago. He presented himself as a disciplined gentleman who exhibited an affable character. His disposition was quite pleasant, and that endeared him to the MD as well as myself.
Pastor Joseph Oyeyemi Olusegun Babatunde is my elder brother. He is a man that loves his community par excellence.
From his early days as one of the standout students, securing a place at the prestigious Offa Grammar School, Offa, in January 1971, to his success as the top student in social sciences at the advanced level examination of 1977, held by the University of Cambridge at Kwara State College of Technology, now Kwara State Polytechnic, Ilorin, and to his academic achievements at the University of Ibadan, where he graduated in July 1980 as one of the best 10 students that graduated with second-class upper division in economics.
Mr. Joseph Babatunde is an icon. I'm so proud to say it in every way that is my brother, because he's a clean person.
Babatunde has exhibited professionalism, discipline, punctuality, forthrightness, integrity, all through his career in the bank. And I must say I enjoyed his friendship, I enjoyed his professionalism, I enjoyed his forthrightness.
We've been together, a great man, a philanthropist, a man of honor and integrity.
I've known him since I joined Bank of Industry in 1988. Got to know about him because of his hard work and commitment to work. I used to hear how he was combining the work of two people. He himself was doing the work of two people while he was in that Aba office.
And in life generally, from the beginning, it's one of the serious when we were young men that time. He socialized up to a limit. Would they participate in some excesses of young men of those days? We go to clubs, drinks, to stupor, womanize to the extreme, do all those things. He wouldn't do that.
Driven by an unyielding quest for excellence, J.O. Babatunde climbed the ranks from the defunct Nigeria Industrial Development Bank and the Bank of Industry, from officer to the grade of general manager. He worked in the bank for 35 years, leaving behind an indelible mark of success, not just in the financial sector, but across various sectors of the economy. More importantly, he touched the lives of countless colleagues, friends, associates, and many youths. His vast expertise and leadership earned him a directorship position in the BOI Investment and Trust Company Limited, Mikio Industries PLC, and Polyfilm Packaging Company Limited. He is also the founder of the Peculiar Consult and Investment Limited, where his profound insight continued to shape the consultancy firm.
Let me share you a story. In year 2003, when the company was put up for sale, we are so many that we are bid for the company. Those ones who has money more than us. I could remember under the leadership of Lawrence Usafiana as the MD of BOI, and Mr. Babatunde as one of the directors. They did not compromise. They want the factory, the asset, to go to the industrialists that go to utilize it. They didn't allow this factory to go to the people that go to turn it to campaign hall. They do all what they could do to make sure that this asset being used for employment generation, and where we are today. We thank God, and that's at the beginning of CAMP. And you can see CAMP today, we have over 4,000 direct employees, and when you multiply it, we have industry both home and abroad, in China and India. Mr. Joseph Babatunde is one of the pillars. One of the banks that Nigeria is proud enough today is Bank of Industry. And the Bank of Industry started from the NIDB. And these are the pillars of NIDB before it became Bank of Industry, where I retired. And my experience throughout all the relationship of my company and NIDB and Bank of Industry, these are the people that work in a professional way without demanding.
I'm one of the people that serve under Pastor Joseph Babatunde at the point in time, and I'm still serving him now. If I would like to say that. Yes, I met him about over 15 years ago when I joined Bank of Industry. But I didn't start working with him until about 3 years after that. Looking back at those years, and I'll say I'm very happy that I had the opportunities of working with him. Mr. Babatunde had a very strong work ethic. It was highly disciplined. It was highly committed, focused, and it pays so much attention to details.
Pastor Joseph Olusegun Babatunde's achievements weren't confined to the business world. He was equally dedicated to his ministry.
The relationship between me and Pastor Joseph Babatunde originated from visitation. He came with the pastor then to visit my family, to encourage us to be fellowshipping in the church, and he has an aura in him which he used to propel my family to say that is our church. Now, what I love about Pastor Babatunde is he's a man that loves God. He shared with me his vision to evangelize his place, and I plugged into it because I love anything about God. And we started a program, and that program it brought a lot of honor. Many of us gave their lives to Christ through the program he had.
As a fervent prayer warrior, teacher, and mentor, he touched countless lives through his ministry, Peculiar Gospel Outreach Ministry. Under his leadership, many have been led to Christ and many lives have been transformed.
Initially, when we talk about this vision, what I thought in my heart was that the ministry will be in Lagos, where there will be people there, harvest of money and what have you. So when he shared the view, I said, in this our community, community, who are those people that are going to assist? His own ministry is not about making people, but his own ministry is about attending to the welfare of people. And that was why when they started, They started with widow, just a monthly program for the widow, trying to seek to their welfare. And honestly speaking, the ministry would not have gotten to where it is today, first to the glory of God, but for some of those welfare package which he put in place to ensure that he alleviates the suffering of the people in the community. Pastor Joseph Olusegun Babatunde is a man that has the word of God. He's so committed to the ministry.
So I do not take lightly the influence and the impact that Pastor Joseph Babatunde has had on me as a minister of the gospel and as a person. In the last few years, we've had a very good relationship. It was through him that I first understood the concept of faith being expressed in the obedience of the works of charity. When I saw the widows ministry that he is running, I began a widows ministry now that is global. It was from him that I saw it for the first time. By the grace of God, in Nima City, the city that we built after I saw the project at Ibode, is growing in leaps and bounds. If I didn't see the project he did, I wouldn't be inspired to go in the direction that we have gone to.
Yes, that is a great man of God. He's somebody that loves God, loves the work of God. He's very, very passionate about the ministry, about the people, and specifically about the youths. He's always concerned about the welfare and their spiritual growth. And Daddy has really impacted our lives personally, even in family. He has always been a pastor to the call.
One of the things that has been battling as a minister of God before I met him is anger. I remember the first, after meeting him in his private office, he gave me a book to read of which he talked about anger. And since then, he has been trying to compel me and said, no, anger for a minister is a no-go area. He has sincerely imparted me.
Pastor Babatunde has been of one of sons of the soil who had helped me, the Kabiyesi, as the only mother of the mother kingdom, in so many ways which are all notable. For instance, Pastor Olusegun Babatunde single-handedly purchased a befitting car for the throne. He always brings gifts of different kinds from time to time to me and my chiefs without being requested. In a nutshell, he is a kind-hearted person who does not want the throne to suffer.
If we have many people like him, in fact, many people will enjoy this community because it's really doing it, giving to people, helping people. Some people he employs some teachers to our schools.
He is a devoted husband, a nurturing father, and a cherished uncle whose kindness, wisdom, and unwavering dedication to his family and community leaves a legacy worth emulating.
He's a man that I envy in terms of taking care of his children. He's not a man who's only good outside, taking responsibility for other people outside without taking responsibility for his own immediate family. And that was why he ensured that all his children, he made sure that he gave them good education and he positioned them in a place whereby tomorrow, even after we are no more, those children, the only thing they will be saying is that we have a wonderful daddy.
I am married to Pastor Babatunde for the past 39 years. We are blessed with children. My husband has been a blessing to me. Since we met, he has been a good person, a good man. He always pray for me and my children and every other family members.
Growing up under his guidance was a blessing as he instilled in me the importance of putting God first in all aspects of my life. One of the qualities I deeply admire and seek to emulate from my father is his meticulous planning and sense of responsibility. He's a man who values punctuality, discipline, and career growth. His ability to stay organized and always think ahead has influenced me greatly in my professional and personal life.
My dad is a very great man. He's a provider. He's a lover of children. He gives a whole lot. He's a very humble man. Above all, he's very hardworking. My dad is someone that really loves God and loves everything about God.
Daddy's amazing. He's a great provider, leader, prayer warrior, pastor, and counselor. He's so much more. He's truly God sent to this generation, and I am beyond blessed to be his daughter.
I would describe my father as a very kind, loving man. He's very generous. He is a great provider. I love the fact that my father has this ability to remain calm even when things don't go as he planned it to be.
His life is a testament of love, integrity, and selflessness, inspiring those around him to strive for greatness and lead with compassion.
One thing I would like to emulate about my dad is the fact that he's very accommodating. My dad is someone that he's so accommodating to the extent that he would literally go above and beyond to make his friends, family, loved ones really happy.
I hope that you always experience God's presence and guidance. Looking forward to seeing your influence grow even more in the years to come. I love you, Dad.
Thank you, Daddy, for everything. I love you, and I'll never stop loving you.
Thank you, Daddy, for being my first example of love, leadership, and faith. I love you, Daddy.
Grateful to God for giving me this opportunity to be his daughter. I love you, Dad.
I really love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for being the best dad in the whole wide world, and love you. Bye.
I love you, my dear. I will always do.
Pastor Babatunde's story is a powerful reminder that greatness isn't about what one achieves alone, but about the lives one changes along the way.
My name is Pastor Joseph Oyeyemi Babatunde. I was born in a model community in Okero local government of Kwara State, Nigeria. Well, what has informed my strive for excellence is a long story. You know, the circumstance of our birth, at our own time was such that, you just need to be hardworking. Okay, I have a grandmother who I lived with, who was extremely committed to the things of the kingdom, extremely committed to St. Peter's Anglican Church, who will wake me up early every morning by 5 a.m. to carry lantern in her front, and we go to church early in the morning, 5 a.m. every day. That was the beginning of discipline in time management. Go to the school in the morning, go to the farm in the afternoon. And of course, the life of discipline. My parents, everything they keep on telling me is all about hard work, being committed to whatever is put in my hand. And this thing just got into me right from a very tender age. And I couldn't just change all over. And I remember there was a particular day, where I was, in the bank. My executive director and general manager then, and Mr. Adaji, Stephen Adaji of blessed memory, and Alaji Salisu, they called me one morning and say, come. And I went to them. They now look at me and say, for the past 2 years, we have been watching you. You have never taken one day casual leave or sick leave or whatever, going to anywhere. Every day you are always on there. What's the secret? And just like I'm sharing with you now, I shared with them that we were born at a time that all what was important was hard work, good name, good reputation. That wherever you find yourself, you must always remember the son of who you are. So you can't just afford to, just loaf around. Then I told them that, well, it's historical, right from birth. This is what I've been used to. And they both commended me. And when I got back to my office, I was quite pleased with myself that, yes, people recognize
So right from first year up to, in fact, in the primary school, I recall, one very early in the morning, I was in primary 4, and I was called out from the assembly early in the morning. And right there, they said they observed that I was always the first to come to school. And from that day, they gave me the title of janitor, which was the first time such a thing would be happening in the school. They carried all the bunch of keys for all the offices, headmaster, teacher, everybody. They gave them to me, that I should open and lock in the afternoon when we are closing. So it's just been, hard work throughout, being the best in whatever we have to put our hand to do. And God has been very gracious to me. My message to the younger generation is that they should be the best in whatever they have to lay their hand on. I am Pastor Joseph Oyeyemi Olusegun Babatunde. I love you all, and I pray that the Lord will bless all of you richly in the mighty name of Jesus Christ.
True greatness lies not in the accolades, but in the hearts we touch and the lives we change. Pastor Joseph Olusegun Oyeyemi Babatunde, an epitome of God's grace and mercy.